Wouldn't it be something if the secret to waking up pain-free, more alert, and deeply rested was hiding right there on your dinner plate? Well, don't move, because what you're about to hear might change how you look at nighttime forever. As we age, the body begins to whisper in ways it never did before. Stiff joints in the morning, that fog behind your eyes that doesn't quite lift until lunchtime, the strange sensation of waking up more tired than when you went to bed. But what if I told you that nature has already given us the tools, no pills, no gimmicks, just real food, that works while you sleep? Tonight, we're going to reveal 5 powerful foods that help your body repair, heal, and recharge, silently, gently, all while you rest. But first, let's face a hard truth. As you cross the age of 60, your sleep changes. Not just how long you sleep, but how deeply. Your body doesn't regenerate like it once did. Hormones shift, digestion slows. The sleep that once came easily now arrives reluctantly. But there's hope, because with the right foods, at the right time, you can train your body to activate its natural healing systems again. Just like flipping a forgotten switch. And it all begins with something as simple as honey. Night food number 1. Raw honey, the golden healer. You've heard of honey before. Of course you have. But not like this. A single spoonful of raw honey before bed can send a cascade of healing signals through your body. Not the processed, sugary kind from plastic bears. I mean raw, unfiltered, golden honey, filled with enzymes, minerals, and natural sugars that act like fuel for your brain at night. Let me explain. Your brain, even during sleep, needs energy. And while most of your body winds down, the brain gears up, sorting memories, repairing neurons, and balancing hormones. Without enough fuel, it panics, waking you up at 2 a.m. with a racing mind or aching limbs. Raw honey provides that steady, slow-burning glucose that keeps your brain calm and fed all night long. But that's not all. Honey also supports the release of melatonin, your body's master sleep hormone. And how? It starts with the liver. When you eat honey, it gently stocks your liver's glycogen reserves. This prevents the stress hormone cortisol from spiking at night, the hidden culprit behind so many restless seniors. Less cortisol, more melatonin, deeper sleep, and it gets better. Honey's natural antioxidants fight silent inflammation, that quiet fire inside joints, blood vessels, even the brain, the very inflammation that robs you of energy, clarity, and comfort. Imagine this. One elderly gentleman, 72 years old, dealing with chronic midnight awakenings and groggy mornings. On the advice of a friend, he begins taking 1 teaspoon of raw honey 30 minutes before bed. Within 2 weeks, he's sleeping longer. Within a month, the stiffness in his knees eases. It's not magic, it's nature, working as intended. Want to boost the effect? Pair your honey with a calming herbal tea, like chamomile or lemon balm. Not only does it soothe the nerves, but it enhances honey's sleep-promoting power. But please, never mix honey with dairy at night. The combination may cause digestive sluggishness that actually disrupts your sleep. Just a spoon. By itself. 30 minutes before bed. Golden. Simple. Powerful. Ready for food. Number 2? Night food number 2, tart cherry juice, the ruby red reset. It's rich, it's vibrant, and it might be the most underestimated healing elixir in your kitchen. We're talking about tart cherry juice, not the sugary kind from concentrate, but the pure, unsweetened version that tastes like summer rain with a kick. And here's the astonishing part. Tart cherries are one of the very few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your brain releases to guide you into deep, restful sleep. You see, as we age, our melatonin levels drop. That's why so many seniors fall asleep late, wake up too early, or spend the night tossing under thin covers, staring at the ceiling fan like it holds the answer. Tart cherry juice quietly restores that rhythm. Just 4 to 6 ounces before bed can elevate your melatonin naturally. No pills, no supplements, just a small glass of ruby red liquid that whispers to your brain, it's time to sleep. But it does even more. Tart cherries are packed with anthocyanins, antioxidants that reduce inflammation and help repair muscle tissue. Perfect for seniors who wake up with tight backs, aching shoulders, or knees that feel like old hinges. These antioxidants work silently at night, helping your cells recover, your joints ease, and your brain clear away the debris of the day. Now picture this. A 68-year-old woman named Evelyn. She's sharp, active, but her sleep, broken, shallow, and unpredictable. After introducing tart cherry juice into her evening ritual, just half a glass an hour before bed, she starts waking up refreshed. Her joints, less stiff, her mood, brighter. This isn't coincidence, it's biology. Just one caution. Watch the label. Many cherry juices at the store are loaded with added sugar or blended with grape juice. That's not what you want. Look for labels that say 100% pure tart cherry juice with no added sweeteners. Even better, pair it with a small serving of walnuts. More on that soon, to enhance its healing effects overnight. This isn't just about sleep, it's about the type of sleep. Deep, uninterrupted, regenerative, the kind where your body does the work for you and you simply rest. So before you reach for sleep aids that leave you groggy, try nature's Crimson Lullaby. Your dreams may thank you. Shall we continue to food number 3? Night food number 3, pumpkin seeds, the mineral spark. They're small, they're humble, but inside each one lies a hidden treasure trove of nighttime nourishment. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, might just be the most powerful sleep food you've never taken seriously. Why? Because these tiny green seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, the mineral responsible for relaxing your muscles, calming your nervous system, and even slowing your heart rate as you prepare for sleep. And if you're over 60, there's a strong chance you're deficient in it. Magnesium deficiency is the silent enemy of restful sleep. Without enough, your body can't shut down properly. Your legs twitch, your thoughts spin, and your body holds on to tension like a clenched fist. Enter pumpkin seeds. A small handful, about 2 tablespoons, contains up to 40% of your daily magnesium needs. But that's not all. They also contain zinc and tryptophan, the raw ingredients your body uses to make serotonin, which then converts into melatonin. This is the sleep trifecta: tryptophan to initiate the process, zinc to support the conversion, and magnesium to relax the whole system into sleep mode. Now imagine Thomas, 70 years old, retired teacher, living alone. He wakes up every night at 3:17 a.m. like clockwork. Every night, his daughter, a nutritionist, tells him to try something, just a small handful of pumpkin seeds an hour before bed. Within 5 days, he starts sleeping through the night. For the first time in years, he wakes up at 6:45 a.m. without an alarm. His mood improves, even his digestion gets better. What changed? Nothing but a few seeds. Want to boost their power? Soak the seeds in warm water with a pinch of sea salt for 4 to 6 hours before eating. This deactivates certain anti-nutrients that can block mineral absorption and makes the magnesium even more available. You can snack on them alone or sprinkle them into a warm bowl of oats or mix with mashed banana for a soothing pre-bed bite. And here's a secret tip. Grind pumpkin seeds into powder and mix with a teaspoon of raw honey. It forms a paste that delivers calming minerals and gentle sugar at once. The perfect combination to keep your brain balanced through the night. Remember, this isn't about stuffing yourself. Just a handful is enough. Nature's sleep medicine doesn't need to shout. It works in whispers. Are you ready for food number 4? Night food number 4. Warm oats, the silent stabilizer. Yes, oats. You've likely eaten them for breakfast, maybe even with berries or a splash of milk. But have you ever thought about eating them before bed? Because this humble grain, when warmed and prepared just right, becomes a nighttime ally for seniors seeking calm, steady, healing rest. Let's unpack the why. First, oats are complex carbohydrates, and that's a good thing. Complex carbs help tryptophan, that essential amino acid we've mentioned before, cross the blood-brain barrier. Tryptophan is your body's starting ingredient for serotonin, which then becomes melatonin. No carbs, no conversion, no sleep. Second, oats help regulate blood sugar levels overnight. Have you ever woken up between 2 and 4 a.m. with no idea why? Maybe slightly hungry, slightly anxious, a little too alert? It's likely due to a drop in blood sugar. Your body senses danger, releases stress hormones, and pulls you out of sleep. A warm bowl of oats, gently releasing glucose through the night, can prevent that crash. But here's the real magic. Oats contain a unique plant compound called avenin, a mild natural sedative. Not strong enough to knock you out, but gentle enough to calm the racing thoughts that often plague older minds at night. Imagine this scenario. A 73-year-old woman, mild arthritis, recent widowhood, anxious nights full of overthinking. After adding a small bowl of warm oats to her nighttime routine, cooked with oat milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon, she reports fewer awakenings, less emotional volatility, and a brighter morning mood. That's oats, quietly working in the background, stabilizing her. Now, let's build the perfect nighttime oat bowl. Half cup of rolled oats, 1 cup of warm almond or oat milk, a pinch of cinnamon for blood sugar balance, 1 teaspoon of ground flax seeds for fiber and healthy fats. Optional, a few soaked pumpkin seeds or crushed walnuts for extra magnesium cooked gently. Serve warm and eat it 60 to 90 minutes before bed. You're not just feeding hunger, you're feeding your nervous system, your hormones, your sleep cycles. Oats don't sedate you, they support you, they keep your body steady so healing can happen undisturbed. And one final benefit, oats contain beta-glucans, fibers that support gut health. And a healthy gut is increasingly linked to better sleep, clearer thinking, and even reduced nighttime inflammation. What's not to love? So next time you think oats are just for sunrise, remember, they might be your best friend after sunset. Shall we move on to the fifth and final food? Night food number 5. Walnuts. The quiet architect of deep sleep, they look like little brains for a reason. Walnuts, ancient, wrinkled, earthy, are not just brain-shaped. They are brain builders, nervous system supporters, and most importantly for us tonight, sleep architects. Why? Because walnuts are one of the only nuts that naturally contain melatonin. That's right, not just the nutrients to make melatonin, but the hormone itself. When you eat walnuts before bed, you're delivering a gentle, ready-to-use dose of the very compound your body uses to trigger sleep. And it's not just melatonin. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, a type of healthy fat that your body converts into EPA and DHA, critical for brain repair, mood balance, and inflammation reduction. Now imagine this, your brain, tired after a long day of processing thoughts, emotions, memories, trying to find rest but stuck in low-grade inflammation. A few walnuts provide the fats it needs to cool down, to reboot, to rebuild. Magnesium, check. Tryptophan, check. Melatonin, check. Omega-3s, check. It's the whole sleep support package, in one small handful. Consider George, 74 years old, used to waking up 5 or 6 times a night. Restless legs, dry mouth, foggy mornings. His granddaughter suggests something strange. 4 walnuts every night, 30 minutes before bed, along with 2 slices of kiwi. In 2 weeks, George calls it a miracle. He's still waking briefly but falling back asleep within minutes. By week 4, he's sleeping straight through. His focus sharpens, his humor returns, and it was just food. But there's a trick. Don't eat walnuts dry. Soak them in warm water for 4 to 6 hours before eating. This removes phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that can block mineral absorption and makes them easier on your digestion. Try this before bed. 4 soaked walnuts, half kiwi, sliced optional, a drizzle of raw honey. This trio works in harmony. Honey to stabilize the brain, kiwi for serotonin and vitamin C, walnuts for deep, long-lasting melatonin. You don't need to overdo it, just a few bites. A small ritual, because with food, timing is everything. Now, a final thought. You've just discovered 5 foods that can work quietly, gently, while you sleep. None of them are exotic. None require a prescription, and yet, each one offers a key your aging body might be missing. A spoon of honey, a splash of tart cherry juice, a handful of seeds, a warm bowl of oats, a few soaked walnuts. Each night, choose 2 or 3. Rotate, listen to your body. Build your ritual. Because sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And when your sleep deepens, your body heals, your mind clears, your mornings brighten, and you, yes, you, wake up not just older, but stronger. Remember, nature is never in a hurry, but it is always on time. So tonight, give it what it needs. Before you go, if this helped you, even just a little, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who's been struggling to sleep, someone who wakes up tired, achy, or foggy, someone who deserves better nights and brighter mornings. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We talk about the real stuff here, what actually works after 60. No hype, no pills, just truth, food, and healing. And if you're ready to take your sleep to the next level, check out the video on the screen right now. It's packed with more natural tips to rebuild your health from the inside out. Remember, you're not too old. It's not too late. Your body is still listening. So speak to it kindly, feed it wisely, and rest deeply. See you next time.